Hi, Acadiana. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Happy Tuesday to you. Hopefully you had a nice start to your work week. It was a hot one on Monday as temperatures soared into the upper 90s in a few locations, getting very close to the 100-degree mark. And it looks like today we're going to start maybe a trend on some triple-digit heat. Kind of like what we saw last year, but it doesn't look like it's going to last quite as long. We might be talking about a bit of a cool front, too, a little bit later on. But first, I want to say hello to all of my friends over at Ritter Consulting Engineers. You know, it is storm season, and before the storm hits, make sure the stuff that matters is in Matterport. Ritter Consulting Engineers can create 3D imaging of your home or business for insurance purposes, and will all be in Matterport. Call 984-8498 or visit their website. Check out the sky cam here this morning as we're looking at mostly sunny skies once again. Temperatures have dropped into the 70s and 80s across Acadiana. A quick look at our traffic cams showing mostly sunny skies and dry roadways. So again, I don't think you're going to have any problems on the roadways when it comes to weather. Just normal old traffic that you'll be dealing with, but no weather woes this time around. And again, those temperatures have been running in the 70s and 80s across Acadiana, with those highs reaching upper 90s to low 100s. It's a little bit harder for those temperatures at night to kind of drop back off a whole lot, so it is going to stay quite warm. As far as the radar, we've had a couple of widely scattered showers and thunderstorms in the offshore waters. Some of that may transition to a couple of pop-up storms over land later this afternoon, but the rain chances are going to stay quite low as a ridge of high pressure stays in control at the surface. And aloft, the ridge is generally centered over the Four Corners states. It's kind of backed off, allowing what is left of Debbie kind of to move there over southeastern Georgia. But we think that ridge is going to rebuild, and then later on we think we're going to see a pattern change that could bring us some more comfortable conditions as we head into the weekend. But there's Debbie right along the east coast, kind of cut off from a lot of the steering current, so a flood event will be happening there along the I-95 corridor. To the northwest, there's a front that will start to slide through. There's actually a series of fronts that will come through, so today's upper level pattern looks like this, but by the time we reach the weekend, there's going to be more of a dip there over the Great Lakes, which could send some drier air in our direction. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a lot cooler. Temperatures will be more normal for the mid part of August, no 100s, more like low to mid 90s, but those dew points might be coming down, so with some dry air in place, it might feel a little bit better. But that's not happening today. There is a heat advisory that will start out later this morning and will continue into the early evening hours for the parishes there shaded in orange. And our afternoon highs should be touching 100 degrees later this afternoon with mostly sunny skies. Debbie will continue to meander and may make its way back into the offshore waters briefly before pulling back inland. And as I've said, it's going to be lingering there through the latter part of the week. Gulf of Mexico looks fine, and for anybody who wants to do some boating, I think those seas are going to relax 1 to 2 feet there for the near shore waters and 3 to 4 feet for the far offshore waters. And some of our friends that might be working on some rigs over in the eastern waters, especially there off the Alabama coast, probably still experiencing some rough seas due to what's left of Tropical Storm Debbie. Debbie, meanwhile, will continue to kind of fall apart as it moves there inland, and eventually it's going to get caught up in that trough that might help us out with a little more comfort later this week, but it should pull that system out to sea, and we'll finally be able to say goodbye to Debbie. But at the same time, we've got another tropical wave that's now moving over the central part of the Caribbean Sea that has still a low-end chance. We've got a couple of models that are still trying to develop this, a couple of models that have backed off, but then we're also looking at the possibility of some other tropical waves that are now moving across the Atlantic that may have some potential for development. By the way, later today on Let's Talk Tropics, the Colorado State University team is updating their forecast. I'll have the latest on that coming up at noon. That's live right here on Acadiana Weather Today. 100 degrees your high temperature today, and then a low near 80 with mostly sunny skies. I think we'll top out near 100 again tomorrow and Thursday, and still upper 90s by Friday, and then maybe a bit of a change in the pattern that could drop our temperatures into the low 90s over the weekend, and lower humidity too, so things might be getting a little more comfortable. So hang in there for the next couple of days. If you enjoy Acadiana Weather Today, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and also turn on those notifications. That way you know when Let's Talk Tropics starts later today at noon. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later on.